Hello everyone, I am Rohit Vats and we have Amit Bansal with us, geostrategic expert, and we are going to talk about the Karachi blast of yesterday, the trend of female suicide bombers, and what exactly is the demand of Baloch Liberation Army. So Amit, what do you think? What's the series of events there?
See, when we see Pakistan, and we have seen in the past that Balochistan has been the most neglected province in last 70-75 years. Over the years, only the Punjabis have been ruling over Islamabad and the Pakistan, and while they have been exploiting the resources of Balochistan, hardly a penny goes over there. Recently, with the start of the China-Pakistan economic corridor, where a lot of projects were going to be built in Balochistan itself. So, Pakistan government tried to suppress the people by forcefully occupying the land, not giving them proper compensation, and a lot of humanitarian crises also arised. If you Google for Pakistan army fired at the protesters, just fire this one, you will get to know that at least 300 to 400 times Pakistani army has fired on the protesters in Balochistan itself, which has created a wave. And locals have now gathered together. Locals have formed various movements in the last 20 years against the Pakistani government. Initially, it was peaceful protest, and now after the Pakistani army tried to suppress them forcefully, they have become armed rebellions.
But this trend of female suicide bombers is quite new. Like we haven't heard about it like many years back. So what is happening there?
So, if I recollect the total number of suicide bombings carried out by the female bombers, I can say that there are hardly 10 of them. The first one was in 1985 when a girl called as Sana, she blew herself in Lebanon. The second one was in India in 1991, where the LTT Shri Perambur, assassination of ex-Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, and about 8 of them, including the one which was one of the bombing was in Sri Lanka in 2019 Easter bombing, where one lady Fatima was involved. So this probably is the 11th one, where the lady Shari Baloch, as they named her, has blew up herself in the Karachi University. She was from a very well educated family. Father was a senior government official, brother was a educated guy, husband is a dentist. He's a dentist working in a government hospital and had 2 kids. She herself was a master of science, master of education and master of philosophy. So, what prompted such a lady to go and adopt the path of suicide bombing is very unfortunate, and we must go into it.
Amit, what I wanted to know that do you see a pattern emerging there of female suicide bombing?
See, female suicide bombing pattern is emerging because if we see out of 10, 4 of the incidents have happened in last 4 years itself. So now more and more number of terrorist organizations are trying to use the female suicide bombers because of the reasons. They have reasons because a lady can easily walk into a place without getting detected. That is one. Very few places are there where there's a complete strip search can be organized on a lady, because generally you don't get lady constables and lady security staff everywhere. Same happened in the Karachi University case also, because at the gate there was nobody to scan or check a lady. So she entered quietly. So because of the flexibility of use of these kind of resources, I think the Islamic terrorists are going to use the female suicide bombers in a large number in the coming years.
Also, with BLA taking responsibility of it and using a female suicide bomber there, you think that they are trying to make a stronger statement than what they were doing before?
See, if I see the about 20-22 years history of BLA, Baloch Liberation Army, and as they have evolved from a peaceful protesting organization to a armed rebellion and to a state where now they can claim attacks like this. They can release the footage of various attacks, and the way they have been attacking, they attacked Karachi Stock Exchange, they attacked the Chinese consulate in Karachi, and these are not small attacks. So they are getting stronger day by day, day by day, day by day. And if you ask me the opinion of mine, why are they getting stronger? The result is they are getting stronger only because of the Pakistan government. The more you suppress the people, the more you harass the people, ultimately it is going to be harmful for your own country. Ideally, Pakistan government has to listen to the Baloch people, their problems. They have to understand what they are going through, give them proper compensation, give them humanitarian aid, give them basic amenities like water, electricity, all these things have to be given.
Also, one last question that I wanted to understand, like it's rather to understand the bigger picture.
Yeah.
That with new government in place in Pakistan, what do you see the future of these armed rebel protests by BLA and other such organizations?
See, as I said before, all the governments who have come into the power in Pakistan, all of them have been Punjabis. Today also there is a Punjabi government in power. Tell me one responsible Baloch leader who is part of the government now. There is nobody. So ultimately, when there is nobody from Balochistan to raise the voice of Baloch people in the parliament or raise the voice of Baloch people in the government, Pakistan government will continue to exploit them. It will continue to suppress them. It will continue to harass them. And with such incidents, such kind of things happening, it is impossible to suppress this Baloch rebellion. They will keep on getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
So, on that note, thank you, Amit, and we will soon come back with another explainer video. Till then, thank you.